Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of vTV at UMD, featuring yours truly, David Scheckman. As you can see, I'm not really in the mood to do any typing, okay? I don't want to write the impact review because every time I look at it, it makes me drink. So right now I'm in the social lounge of Las Ocho, watching the Maryland Terrapins against the Florida State Seminoles, with a couple gentlemen and a lady. This is Miles, Jazz, and... Hi, Nicole. So, as you can see by the tenor and the growl in my voice, I don't like this at all. Why? Because right now, the Terrapins have the whole Wounded Warrior thing going on their jerseys. They don't even have their names on the back. There's things like country, not accuracy in the case of the quarterback, unfortunately for him. And there's one gentleman who has a big old countryman. How one man can be countryman, I don't understand. And now, just as I've been yakking, we have a Maryland touchdown. But let's cut straight to the chase, okay? I have no respect for the Maryland football team. That's why I never go to any of their games, okay? I have respect for the game of football. That's why, for the past 4 years, I've been attending and working with the Pikesville football team. And that's because they were our team. I could go into the weight room, I could lift weights with them, I could train with them, I was in classes with them. In the case of these overblown prima donnas, they have their own separate classes in their old little walled-off compound, and they all come up and go on the field like they're the second coming of Christ. Well, I think that's disgusting. Miles, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I totally agree with David. I love the game of football, but I feel like just because you're good at a sport, you shouldn't have low expectations and have easier classes and get access to all this equipment and vehicles. I think it's really unfair. So,
yeah, it's unfair and it's disgusting, okay? My tuition doesn't pay for these, as you can see, wonderful facilities. No, they pay so Johnny Appleseed from Oklahoma can get a plane ticket to come to my school and play football, and that's sickening. Jazz, Nicole, do you have anything you'd like to say?
I just think it's kind of unfair that the football team gets special treatment. I don't even go to school here, and I find it kind of a little unfair that my cousin and girlfriend are paying all this money to go to this college, and some guys from who knows where, from some country back hill place, could come here for free just because they can pay a little bit for football. It's kind of unfair to mine.
Right. I definitely agree with you, okay? And this isn't trying to be inflammatory or anything. Well, it kind of is if you've been a long-term viewer of Video Venom or Anti-Venom. But quite honestly, this is the kind of outrage that I feel, okay? And of course, you can't go and you can't say anything to the team because you never see them. And if you go up and try to find an out and go through the usual channels, they laugh you off as some kind of ridiculous, lunatic or something, or at worst they put you on a watch list. Well, yours truly has had 3 squad cars on it. 3 squad cars called on him for just climbing on things, wearing a ski mask, and doing parkour, okay? So I think they already have me on a watch list, okay? So I don't care. In fact, I think you should be able to see the stadium over here. Yeah. Look, you can even hear it. You see that? That's a temple to man's hubris, ignorance, and arrogance, okay? There's so many people over there glorifying these overblown jocks, okay? And they're not even jocks because I was on the wrestling team, I was a jock, okay? This is just senseless and disgusting, and the fact of the matter is that unfortunately, yeah, see, here's a nice shot. There's integrity, unity, and commitment, and they have that disgusting-looking digital camouflage, okay? That's another thing. These gentlemen who have these assignments, okay, based on the Wounded Warriors Project, that also affronts me as an American citizen and as a potential Marine, okay? They have no idea what that kind of commitment is, what soldiering actually means, okay? Yeah, there's commitment. There's multiple commitments in country and courage, okay? How can one man be a country? Obviously, it's some kind of marketing scheme, but it's something that I find to be inherently abhorrent. You shouldn't be trying to make a buck off of the unfortunate things that have happened to our fighting men and women, okay? And if this is a charity thing, they could have all been, wearing red armbands or camouflage armbands, for example, like the pros have been doing for breast cancer awareness. The pink armbands, the pink clothes. That's fine, okay? This whole thing is just, and I apologize for not being as eloquent as I usually am, but this whole thing is just fills me with outrage, okay? And of course, we have some gentlemen being carted off, okay? I mean, I hate to say just desserts, but that's quite honestly how I feel. But hey, this is the second quarter. The score's tied 10-10. It's really anybody's ball game, but it's not a ball game I'll be watching. Any final thoughts or anything, gentlemen, ladies?
It's unfair, basically.
Right. It pretty much is unfair, and the fact that I have to hear this bass line and have to look out my window and see this just rubs it in my face. So apologies to me if I'm not willing to bend over and assume the position for any of these sportsmen. I'm David Anthony Scheckman. These are my views, and my views alone. Have a great night.